Did you notice when you are completely focusing on the navel, the mind stops. The breath and the navel is important because when I was a fetus for 9 months, my mind was not thinking. So this is a strong impression already. That impression of silence is there in my consciousness when my full focus was only on the navel. I got my blood supply from there. I got my oxygen from there. Life meant navel. So my strongest impression is the navel as a fetus. That is one way you can bring your mind to the present. Yes. Second way Gurudev told us in the meditation, what was that? You did it. Crack open. That little bit I open. What happens? Can you think? Notice you can't go into dream-like phase with your eyes slightly crack open. And you can't see anything outside. So you can't think of anything outside. And you can't get into your fantasy or dream-like state. You're stuck in the middle. Notice that happening? Everybody, did you all notice it? So got it? 2 ways. What was one? Navel. Focus on the navel because that's a strong impression in my consciousness. Everybody came out from the womb, na? Pakka na? They check. You may want to call. So you definitely have that impression, right? That's number 1. And 2 is eyes crack open. Start practicing these 2 things. Yeah? Now I don't have to always focus on my navel area when I'm only doing Kriya. That was just so that concentrated, attention you could give there and experience it. With eyes open, walking, talking, in office, in the family, at home, with friends, in art of living, wherever. Complete attention on the navel moving in and out, in and out. Mind will start quietening down. It won't happen automatically. I have to make a conscious effort to not drift away into the dreamlike state. Yes? First of all, do you have that nishchay? You understand nishchay? There's no perfect translation.
Determination.
Determination. Do you have that determination that I will keep making this conscious effort? Yes? That is required from your side. It will not happen automatically by just observing the navel. No. An effort that I make to be conscious, not become unconscious or go into my dreamlike state. Clear? Absolutely clear? Just still clear?
So when we are doing the Kriya,
Loudly.
and we completely focus on the breath and so on all of that, and we are not paying attention to any thoughts, that is still not a conscious state.
You're still not conscious because you can go into dreamlike state. No? You're dreaming, you're thinking, images are there. You have to become very conscious. That can only happen with an effort. If you're not making an effort, you can be dreaming in Kriya. You wasted Kriya anyways. Yeah? So you have to recognize this.
What about Vibhuti that put your emotions and pass
Into the cycle. That is the meaning. That just focus on the cycle. And cycle of what?
breath?
So what are we doing? When I focus on the navel, what am I doing? Focusing on the breath. It's a poetic way of saying drop the thoughts, drop the images. What did you think? Think.
So my question was that when you dropping everything and you just focused on the breath and the breathing, what is that state?
That is the no mind state. If you have achieved silence, if you've managed to achieve it, you can be focusing but you're still lost. You've not achieved it. Yeah, that is the state of no mind. We all go into the state of no mind many times. For example, he described yesterday, suddenly you see a car come in front of you. You stop, you brake. You're so aware. You're so 100% there. There's no other thought. There's a complete still state, stopped state, right? That is the state of no mind.
So if our goal is in life is to achieve that no mind state, like conscious state, even in that state, say we achieve in our day-to-day life. But being in this environment, being in the society, it's obvious that thoughts will come as we interact with people, situations, and things. So isn't it somewhat contradictory that no mind state means no thoughts, yet thoughts will come and go?
External thoughts will come and go. From internally, I am not creating an internal drama. Got it? There's a lot of internal drama that is happening. You are creating impressions, you are creating attachments, you are creating emotions, you are reacting to those emotions.
Internal dialogue.
Yeah.
That
That is something you need to work on. That nobody else outside can help you. Only I have to go in and work on my internal environment. That is the state of no mind. I am in a state of no mind. How many ever questions you are asking, still there is no mind here. There is a difference in knowing and thinking. I don't know if this is too heavy for you. Yeah? There is something that you know. There is a knowing that is there. Yeah? And then there is another state where I think. I myself am putting analysis to that. Got it? There's a difference between knowing and thinking. In knowing, you don't have to think. You know it is the day. Right? You don't have to think, oh, it is daytime, the sun is out. Am I thinking like that? That's foolish. You get it? The whole internal drama is foolish. It's mudata. That's why Lord Krishna is calling you Mudha. Got it? Yeah? Mudha is foolish, is being totally lost in the Maya. Being totally caught up in the self-hypnotism. There is a state of no mind where inside there is just pure silence. That is the state of knowing. You don't need to think there. I'm not thinking and talking. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to talk so spontaneously and answer any question that comes. There is a knowing from that state, from that level, I am operating. Yeah? To be able to operate from that state, you have to clear out the clouds which are between you and that state. And those clouds are thoughts, images. This was not just for him, it was for all of you. Sutra number 4. Buddhi jnanam asammoha.
Buddhi jnanam asammoha.
Shama satyam dhamma shamaha.
Shama satyam dhamma shamaha.
Sukham dukkham bhavo bhavo.
Sukham dukkham bhavo bhavo.
Bhayam cha bhayameva cha.
Bhayam cha bhayameva cha.
Buddhi. First thing is intelligence. What intelligence is it? What intelligence is Krishna talking about here?
Awareness, Viveka.
Okay, the power of discrimination. Yeah? Viveka, the power of discrimination. Discriminate between what and what?
Truth and ignorance
And not to go so high. Very simple. In what we have learned till now. Discriminate between what and what?
waking state.
Dream-like state and absolutely clarity or present or waking state. Yeah? Being able to discriminate between my unconscious state and conscious state. That is intelligence. That intelligence he is talking about. Why do I not have this viveka, this power of discrimination between my conscious and my unconscious state?
We are not aware of it.
Why am I not aware of it?
I'm lost in my
Because I get lost in opposites. This entire universe is created in opposites. Do you have this basic recognition? Day, night, good, bad, happy, sad, right, wrong. Yes, universe is created with opposites. Is there anything you can think of that doesn't have an opposite? Anything. It's not possible. It is the law of the universe. Opposites exist. The universe has been created in pairs. Everything is in pairs, couples. That's the mandatory law. Yeah? They are all male, female, Purusha, Prakriti, plus, minus. Opposites exist. Now, these opposites, do they just exist outside? No, they exist here also. Yes? So, the law of this creation is that opposites are there and I get lost in these opposites. I keep swinging between opposites. Yeah? And I keep swinging between moments of complete consciousness and moments, not moments, most of the time in ignorance. How much percentage today in Kriya of consciousness, of awareness?
20%.
20%? 8%? Increase since yesterday at least? Are you seeing what I'm saying? So what happens? I keep swinging between conscious, unconscious, conscious, unconscious, conscious, unconscious. Is that happening? And are you recognizing it is happening to you? Your mind is like this pendulum, constantly vacillating. Constantly vacillating. Got it? So the first is intelligence. That intelligence itself is the power to know that I am here, oh I am here, I am here. That is intelligence. Intelligence is not mugging up all the information in the world and then coming and vomiting it out in front of somebody else and getting a pat on your back. Nonsense. Even Google can do that. Yeah, nothing great. Intelligence is something higher than information. Just mugging up facts from the internet and showing off to your friends is not intelligence. Just because somebody knows a lot, has read a lot of newspapers and books and internet, does that make him intelligent? Krishna says, no. He's just an information bank. Yeah. Unnecessarily taking so much effort. It's all available on google.com. Just put it there, hit enter. The information is there. Why are you storing it in your head? Junk. You're increasing your dream-like state. Yeah. Now, that does not mean that you stop reading stuff. Now, don't go to another extreme. Yeah? But don't call that person who's a junk box of information as an intelligent person. Got it? Yeah, where it is required, go learn facts. Like I myself told you, you have to brush up on your science. Yeah? If you don't know that this is a multiverse, this is a fact, this is something we should know. Yeah? So, I'm not saying don't do it, but don't call somebody who is a junk box of information as intelligent. Intelligence is the power of discrimination, viveka. Got it? In this aspect, he says, I am intelligence. And that is the whole sutra. I am this, I am that, I am that, I am that, he's telling you. So he's saying, I am power of discrimination. That is buddhi. Next is jnanam. What jnanam? Knowledge of the self. Who am I? The tattva jnana. Not knowledge of history, geography, Marathi, English, architecture, medicine. All these are material sciences. There is a spiritual science, the science of who I am. Tattva jnana is that. Got it? Tattva means the principle of the universe. There are two meanings. It's the principle, tattva jnana. There is nothing higher than this tattva jnana. That is, I am the Purusha. I am not this body. I am not this chit chat mind. I am not the intellect, even if it is, you say it is separate from the mind, the logic. I am not the memory that is storing all this information. I am not the ego that says, oh, I know. I am something beyond that, something that is witnessing all this drama happen. Yeah. This is Tattva Jnana. This is the spiritual science. This is the Jnana that he's talking about. Next is Asammoham. What is Sammoham?
Equanimity.
Sammoha. Self-hypnosis. You saw yesterday's slide, no? Yeah. How Maya keeps going down and down and down into this world. Yeah. It is pulling you down. You run after this thing about behind that person, this little event. I want to do this, I don't want to do this. Yeah. This is Sammoha. You have hypnotized yourself. Somebody else is not responsible. Maya exists. Amongst this Maya, there are people who are not lost in the Maya, who can maintain their sthirata in it. But I get lost. So that means it is possible to attain that state of no mind. Somewhere I am lacking. What is that? I am getting mohit. I am getting lost in this Maya. That is why it is called self-hypnosis.
Really question. So in Ishavasya you talk about Bhunjita and Tyakta, right? So that's basically enjoying the whatever the world and then leaving it. So when you say enjoying the world or thing, does that mean like be satisfied with what you have and not go and run behind or buy something like that? Because I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, you don't keep running, oh I want this. Have you noticed the mind? You get your $1 billion. Then what does the mind say? One more. Just 2 millions. I'll be happy after 2 millions. You get your 2 millions. Is the mind happy? Even the process in which I make my 1 million, I did not enjoy that. Why? Because my mind was looking ahead. So what you have, you don't enjoy. What you have, you are not really experiencing that well. Have you noticed your little child comes to you and says, you never give me attention. You're never at home. What does this mean? What I have, I am not enjoying. I'm looking for more. Yeah, someday what I have will be taken away from me. Then I will sit and crib, oh, I had that, it's gone. Have you noticed? The mind does not really look at what I have right now. It's either in the past or in the future. So that's what that sutra means. Right now what you have, go through that completely. Enjoy it completely, but without attachment. That is why drop it also. This is the skill. That is how you live life. Then you are not sammohit. Then you are asammohit. A means devoid of, not hypnotized anymore. Shama. What is Shama? What is the meaning of forgiveness?
just let go from it. Don't even think of others matters.
Forgive for what?
Forgive for the sake of yours.
Forgive what?
Blame ourselves.
So when do you forgive?
You think the person has made a mistake.
So when I have anger against somebody, yeah, I don't get angry, and that I call forgiveness. Wrong definition. Delete, cancel it out. Wrong dictionary. Yeah, I have always connected forgiveness with another person. That is wrong. What is forgiveness? What is Shama Chitta? Chitta, you understand? Consciousness. State. Your state of consciousness is Chitta. You have to be in Shama Chitta always to actually experience purity of this life. What is Shama Chitta? A state of consciousness which is devoid of anger. It's got nothing to do with another person. Yeah? The inability to even get angry is Shama Chitta. Not that after I get angry, then I forgive somebody. You know, if you get angry, why you get angry? Is it because of the other person?
No.
There's a desire.
The anger is already there inside you.
And my expectation.
Whatever. The anger is inside you. You are a well of anger.
Yes.
That person just threw a bucket inside. Whatever is inside, he'll pull out, no? So he pulled out anger. Yeah, and who did you blame? The bucket. He is the reason I got angry. Really? What is the reason? There is anger filled inside this well.
But not everything makes you angry.
Everything, whatever makes you angry is because you have anger inside. Whichever bucket. Now you don't say Srinath bucket or Aditya bucket or Vandana bucket. Whichever bucket comes in. If it pulls out anger from you, it's got nothing to do with the bucket. It's got to do with your well. Because in that well, whatever is, that will come out now.
It's a very primate thing. If you look at chimpanzee or gorilla, they're calm, but there is anger in it. You can see that, you can sense
It's
that.
an impression, no? We are carrying it for a long time.
There's a lot of chimpanzees.
Maybe it is self-protection.
Just justification.
I know, all new justifications coming up.
Kapti mind.
Kapti mind. Yeah? Don't come up with justification. It's your ego bringing up justification. It's not going to harm me. Your ego is going to harm
Myself.
But what are we protecting? The ego.
You're protecting your ego, really. Nothing else you're protecting.
Since you're going this deep, just have a quick refresh on what anger is, exactly what is anger.
Anger is, I don't like this. Simple. Multiplied 1,000,000 times. I don't like this. What is the first part of it? I. What is don't like this?
Dvesha.
Dvesha is a
Negative impression.
because Dvesha is because of a desire. Got it? There's nothing that drives you other than ego and desire. Go to the bottom of every feeling that you have. Every negative feeling, you will find ego and you will find a desire.
That's the first one. Kama, Krodha, Jaya. Second chapter.
Yes? That is what your well is really filled up of.
So how do you attain that state of consciousness?
Recognition. Oh, this is what it is. Every moment of anger, rather than reacting at that bucket, dive into your own well. We don't have the courage to dive into our anger. Have you noticed?
Yes.
We don't want to look at it. You want to justify it. That justification is mistake number one. Yeah. And then after justification, what happens? I'm a good person. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Regret. Mistake number 2. What are you doing? You're just bearing it deeper and deeper and deeper with the justifications and regret and everything. Don't go through that regret. Open it up. No need to justify. I got angry. Let me see what this anger is. Rather than getting angry at that moment, go down, go into your room, lock yourself, observe the navel. Observe the anger. What is this? Really, what is this anger? We don't have the guts to observe our own anger. We never do that. We run away from it. We cover it up. Covering it up is running away from the anger. Uncover it. Unearth it. What is going to get hurt by uncovering? Ego says, no, don't do this. I'm telling you. Foolish exercise. Let's go to the movies. There is a fantastic debate going on. You have to worry about Hillary. Forget this. You see, your mind will come up with other ways to run away. This is just the ego looking for a way out. You will never improve. 20 years, 40 years, 40 janmas of Kriya and no improvement is going to happen. Forget about it. You see what I'm saying? Look at your anger. Dive into it. Meditate upon it. Face it. Actually look, what was it? Why? Oh, it's just my ego. My ego got pooped. Oh, it is just a desire that I want. Or I don't want is also a desire. I don't want this is a desire. Nothing else is there at the bottom of it. Just ego and desire. You will come to that conclusion. Then you tell yourself, okay, is it justified now that I go and get angry?
No.
You yourself will say, oh, it doesn't make sense.
How about if you do Sakshi? If you become more devoid of
Same thing, but the problem with Sakshi is what happens when you get angry. Have you noticed?
We suppress
so you
emotion.
wouldn't get angry. You would get less likely to be angry because you are only observing.
Right.
So
Yeah,
you
but
won't create that dvesha like, oh, I like it or don't like it.
correct. But that will happen at a later stage. No, right now I'm not used to the Sakshi. You've done Ashtamukra. Many people have not done it. How do they begin? So you have to go one step behind now. Where I've not even learnt witnessing. What do I do?
I indulge.
What is happening? Let me look at anger. When I'm getting angry, what is happening?
Sensations are coming.
Why did the sensation of anger come? What is really happening in my body?
Because I want something or don't want something.
Fire element is.
Okay, fire element is up. Fantastic. What is it really at the physical body level? Fire element is happening at my pranic level right now. Okay, heat, shakiness.
Blood pressure.
There is a biochemical that gets released. That biochemical actually makes you feel that vibration, that heat, that anger, something shaking you. Just like you see a fire moving, like that you start shaking. Have you seen an anger? Yeah, you actually feel that fire coming out of you. It is a biochemical reaction that has started in your body, instigated by that ego and that desire, which is at the bottom of the well. Are you seeing this? So now how do I get to the bottom of the well? From tangible I have to get to the intangible. What is tangible at that moment? This fire, this biochemical reaction that I'm feeling. Yes? It is very strong. Have you noticed? You almost like lose yourself into it. You say, how dare you do this, blah, 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 blah. That awareness is gone. You're totally in a dreamlike state. Yeah, there is no awareness. Suddenly the biochemical reduces after all your
Drama.
vomiting out of the drama. It reduces, you calm down, the fire calms down and you, oh my God, what did I do? Doesn't that happen?
Yeah.
What happened in this little window?
Lost it.
How?
The sensations came and I just went in it.
It was a reaction to that sensation. The biochemical that released was a sensation. I reacted. I'm reacting to the sensation. I'm not reacting to that bucket that got me angry. The moment I react and the sensation is out, the sensation level has reduced, suddenly consciousness comes back and I realize, what did I do? So in this interim period, I have become unconscious. Is this clear? Yes? I became unconscious because and my reaction to the biochemical. So where do I have to cut it off? The moment you experience that sensation, before you open your trap, the moment you experience that sensation, just go away. Sit in another room, observe, go into your anger. You will feel that biochemical coming up. You will feel that horrible reaction in your body, your mind wanting to growl and roar like a lion at that person. Go through it alone. That is called facing your anger. Understood? By suppressing your anger, it is not going to happen. Suppression does not work. What does suppression do? Yeah, it's like volcanoes forming, and one day, such a horrible burst it will be. It would have been better if you had burst in spurts. This horrible burst is so bad. Got it? So suppression will not work. What will work? Facing the anger. Withdraw from that situation and face that biochemical reaction yourself alone. What does this require?
Courage.
Lot of courage. Got it? That's what you have to do.
Is there some, you see, even in animals, some are wild, some are savage. And some people get mad so easily. Do they have some kind of chemical, that whatever chemical you are talking about?
Everybody has that chemical.
And some may have more. They react.
Everybody is the same. Same body, same 8 liters of blood in everybody, same amount of plasma, same amount of hormones, same amount of chemical.
But some people react so wildly.
That's because of not being on the spiritual path. Spiritual path does not mean going to a guru or going to an organization or following a religion. Spiritual path is recognizing my own self, my mind, my emotions, and working on them. That is spiritual path. The so-called modern personality development is actually the first step on the spiritual path. It's nothing else. Got it? They have not started working here. They are trying to change everybody. You change, you change, you change, you change. I'm going to change the world. How much can you change the world? Direction is wrong. Direction has to be here. Got it? Forget analyzing other people. They are very angry, very good. Let them be. Their karma. I work on myself. Yes?
Deal with them.
Deal with them. That also. Fantastic. Great opportunity. Yeah, he gave me an opportunity to actually watch my anger. It's got nothing to do with him. He's a bucket. I am the well full of anger. I have to look within.
Yeah, but we are not at that state. We react.
Now that you know this, start.
No. I think if you react, it's just another. You're missing. The bucket is coming your way, and you're claiming, that bucket is full of anger. No, it's bringing out the anger in you.
No, all you're doing is drinking the water from that well.
Yeah. You are boiling inside. You think your anger burns the other person. He doesn't care. It's burning you. You are burning
One
inside.
thing I
It's
noticed
not
that
burning,
when
but
you-
we are seeing, like, sometimes you can feel like laughing also, but you cannot laugh at that time.
That's okay. I mean, we are not talking about the other person getting angry. We are talking about when I get angry.
I have no problem.
another thing, like
And
when
used
you're
to, but
talking
it's
to another
like
person
so
and
much,
you
so
expect the
much.
other person to actually say something to you. You're getting burst in anger. Why are you not reacting? Why are you not reacting? It is even more reaction to us. He's calm, he's whatever it is. You are getting reaction. I mean, anger samajh aata hai, but what? This is also another sensation, right?
No, it is the same. From my anger, it's all because of that biochemical. I am reacting to that sensation that I have experienced. I have to work right at that level. Cut it out. There is no other way. Face your anger or whatever. We just took an example of anger. It could be jealousy. It could be hatred. It could be disdain. It could be disappointment. It could be feeling of rejection. It could be any negative feeling that you can think of.
We needed this a lot earlier. You should have shared it sooner.
Jab aaya.
Yes, that is there.
Yeah, got it? Yeah. You are swinging between anger and regret, and that is where you are making the mistake. Do not go to regret. Completely drown in the anger, observe it, go through that biochemical reaction alone without reacting to the other person. Yeah. Yes.
In Ashtavakra, they say a little bit anger is good, like line in water.
Surface.
Guruji also mentioned that.
Yeah, that does not mean your anger is justified.
Ouch.
See, again, I anger which way?
See, there is like, so once Guruji said, a small kid stealing it, if mom doesn't get angry or express the anger, then when he become bigger and he become like big thief, so then what is the wrong?
Yeah, but
We are not talking about spirit here. The mom is expressing, she's only speaking from the throat. The mom is not really angry at the kid. She's just trying to prevent the child from making a mistake. If he's playing with fire, hey, don't play with fire. The child puts it away. Mom is not really angry. There is no churning inside that well. There is no big lava of anger inside. There is no biochemical reaction. What are you talking about? See how the mind will bring up a justification. Recognize your own mind. This is buddhi. This is intelligence. This is viveka. My ego is trying to bring up something. Yeah? Recognize it. He just became a scapegoat, guys. All our minds are doing this. Oh, this is not for me. This is for somebody else. I am perfect. When the ego says that, know that the ego is fooling you. This is some more self-hypnosis again. Yeah, it's not about the external reaction. Understood? It's about that biochemical that gets released in my body, and because of that, I get angry at somebody and say all kinds of things. Very clear?
Beautiful.
So, intelligence is in recognizing that I can get lost in this sammoha. Yes, and catching, holding on to that slipping away intelligence, that slipping away viveka. Yeah? Just observe, oh, this is happening to me. This is my mind. Yeah? So, buddhi clear, tattva jnana clear. Yeah? Next, shama is clear. Then is satyam. What is satyam? What truth?
What is permanent, what is about date,
Date?
date, Janma Mrityu.
Janma mrityu, okay.
What is permanent, what is impermanent?
Everything is changing. Everything is temporary. This is the truth, the only truth. Nothing is permanent. People are changing, situations are changing, seasons are changing, your Job situation is changing, family situation is changing. You may think your house is there, it's not changing. Every little atom is undergoing transformation. Everything externally is changing. Now this body is also external. This body is changing. The blood in your body changes. You know this, no? In 24 hours it changes. Yeah. Every moment to moment, every little organ in the body is becoming older and older and older. Everything is changing. Millions of cells are dying every moment. My mind is changing. Suddenly I like this, then I don't like this, I want this, immediately I don't want that. Mind is changing. Yeah. Emotions keep changing. Suddenly you feel nice about the same thing, you start feeling not so nice, then you feel nice. Again, not so nice. How your ego is doing since morning? Yeah. One thing I say nice for the ego, he feels all nice, inflated. Suddenly I say no, your ego is fooling you. What happens to you? You feel that shrinkage. Huh? अभी 2 minutes पहले डंडा उठाया था. How you felt? Emotions are changing continuously. Everything is changing. This is the truth. Got it? Yeah. I am not hiding a secret from you. I am telling you the truth. That is not the truth we are talking about. That's nonsense. No, utter rubbish speech. And the moment you open your mouth, anyway, it's all a lie. There's just one truth. Everything is changing. And that changeless aspect of me that observes this changing, that is the only thing that is permanent. That is God. Truth clear?